one very important thing, I'll add a postscript to my speech. We do not consider or think of the IBM as a business, as a corporation, but the IBM is a great world institution that has a work to do.
The kind of work we do requires people who have initiative and a strong sense of personal responsibility.
Because we believe it's the right thing to do. We know that IBM can be a tremendous force for good.
We also realized that we had a special resource in the skills of IBM people.
IBM people have a long tradition of responding to the needs of their communities.
Our respect for each other, our dedication to service are what this business is all about.
I want to work for a company that has the smarts and the resources to make the world a better place.
All of our people volunteer their time and their energies in the community, and millions of hours around the world. IBMers are engaged in all kinds of activities.
Service has evolved into a much more focused solving of problems with the skills that a corporation can contribute. And IBM, I would say, is the pioneer.
I like to solve problems. I like to solve challenging problems.
In IBM Research, we get to try new ideas.
What drew me to IBM was that I would be working for the future.
There's two types of innovation. There's incremental innovation, improving existing products and advancing them in sort of a linear fashion. But we like to present our teams, and our teams even generate for themselves, grand challenges.
So what makes a grand challenge is, first of all, it has to be difficult, right? It has to be a challenge. It has to be inspiring.
Chess was a grand challenge that was identified in the 60s. People said that no computer will ever beat a human chess grandmaster.
It would be a landmark to show that we understood computer technology well enough to take on this task that we thought was really restricted to human intelligence. And we did it with Deep Blue.
Another grand challenge is around using computers to map the human genome. We call the computer Blue Gene. Blue for IBM, Gene for genomics. We encourage people to work across disciplines on these grand challenges. And it's these sorts of things that produce the big breakthroughs that IBM has done for the past 100 years.
IBM's values have been consistent for 100 years of the company's existence. In fact, it's the only thing that's remained the same in our 100 years of existence. And they're pretty simple. There's three of them. The first one is being dedicated to the success of every single one of our clients, dedicating ourselves to the success of others. Secondly, we want to create innovation that matters, not just to our company, but to the world as a whole. And finally, trust and responsibility in every relationship, whether it's internal or external. There are certain characteristics that we like to think about as being IBMers. First of all, and quite fundamentally, an IBMer is a team player, somebody who's prepared to take on a challenge and work with a team. Secondly, they're a problem solver, someone who dedicates themselves to solving problems, not just problems that are relevant to our company, but those that help other companies succeed. And finally, they're a person who's willing to dedicate themselves to making the planet a smarter place and helping other companies and other parts of the industry become smarter around the use of information technology.
A company that demonstrates its engagement in corporate citizenship is identified as a company that people are more interested in working for and staying at.
Being essential means engaging in a world in new, more direct, and more human ways. And one example of this is IBM's Corporate Services Corps, which was modeled on the Peace Corps. More than 2,200 IBMers have been deployed on more than 750 team assignments, and they work on things such as healthcare for poor women and children in Nigeria, clean water, food safety in Vietnam, economic development, Ghana and Turkey, among many others.
A smart world is built with smart technology.
A smart world is built with smart people.
I'm an IBMer.
I am an IBMer.
Join us.
Join us.
Join us.
Let's build a smarter planet.